Ahoy, everyone. This is David Perry in the Zoom room with, well, arguably one of America's most popular, most beloved cabaret artists, the one and only Jane Monheit. Jane, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Well, and you're going to be here in my neck of the woods very soon this week at Michael Holmes' acclaimed Purple Room in Palm Springs. How do you feel to be back in Palm Springs for the first time since, well, COVID swept over all of us?
I'm so happy. I mean, number one, I have some really dear friends that live there. So anytime I get to come play there, I get to see them too, and that's just a huge life bonus. But the Purple Room is a really special venue. I love that place. It's like just a dream for this kind of music. For any vocalist, it's just a perfect room. The history of the room is exciting as well, you know what I mean? So anytime I get to go back there, I'm just thrilled and honored.
Now, we were speaking before we started taping about one of the other magic rooms that I used to work with in San Francisco, the Plush Room. You've played rooms all over the country, all over the world. What is it about the Purple Room that makes it so unique and special?
It's the people. The audience there has a real genuine love and knowledge of this music, a real understanding. Oh, well, this is Luke Skywalker, my cat.
Well, hello, may the force be with you, Luke.
He loves music, he loves people, so anytime I'm in this chair, chances are he's with me. But anyway, yeah, it's the audiences that come in because of their, unique understanding of the material. And I think that makes a huge difference to us as artists when we know that we're being really appreciated and listened to by people that care. It changes the entire vibe of the show.
Yeah. Every artist wants to be known as their own unique talent, and certainly you are. I mean, I've heard you perform, and it's hard to describe the etherealness of your voice. But you have also gained a reputation as someone for whom Ella Fitzgerald is a very special influence. Talk to me a little bit about that and how you feel when people say, oh my God, Jane Monheit, she's our generation's Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh my goodness. Well, I certainly don't deserve that level of compliment. It's, my life's mission to try and keep alive what she was trying to do. You know what I mean? Ella was unique in that, well, not entirely unique. There were many singers who were like her, but she loved and respected the songbook. You'd hear complete melodies. But then she was one of the greatest improvisers of all time at the same time. But she found an incredible balance between those two things, between jazz and respecting the songbook. She also was a beautiful storyteller. You know what I mean? There was no drama with Ella. There was just simple honesty. You know what I mean? That's something I could learn a thing or two about for sure.
What is your favorite part of the Great American Songbook to sing? And that's a hard question, I know.
It's really hard. You know what my favorite part is? All of the verses to the tunes. The verses, the little known parts of songs that so many singers tend to skip.
Which, of course, was something that Ella, she brought those things that some other singers would just ignore.
Absolutely. For instance, the verse to Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which no one knows because it didn't appear in the film, she sang it on her album, and that's where I learned it when I was a little girl, from Ella. I teach quite a bit, and I always recommend to my students, learn tunes from Ella. You'll get the melody. You'll get a lot of other stuff too, but you'll get the melody,
So what are we going to hear when you're on stage at the Purple Room? Is this going to be all selections from your latest album, and I want you to talk a little bit about that, or is it going to be a mismatch?
Well, I'm going to do a lot from the new album because we're really excited about it.
And the name of the album is?
It's called Come What May on Club 44 Records. And it's been out for, I don't know, maybe 6 months or 8 months or so now. And very much a pandemic record. We made it in 2 days in a home studio. It was miraculous what we were able to accomplish, But I'll be playing songs from that and then some old favorites as well. I always throw in some old favorites and make sure everybody in the crowd is getting what they want,
Well, I know we're all very excited to have you back at the Purple Room in Palm Springs. Michael Holmes is. I was there last night. And there is just such an energy that is unique to the Purple Room, this incredible music and culture-loving community that is Palm Springs, but also just it's been less than a month that the Purple Room has been open. There's a palpable sense of optimism. I'm feeling it. We all came in, we got our vaccines checked, we had our masks on, but then we took them off to eat, put them back on. People are getting through. Talk to me a little bit in our last few moments about how you got through COVID and how your music and maybe recording this album helped you get through it. How did it change?
Certainly did. Well, it changed me quite a bit. I think I'm a lot more humble and grateful now. I was before, but now it's another level. Every time I get on stage, I'm just like, this could all be gone in a heartbeat. It was gone. You know what I mean? And it could leave again at any time. And it's a scary thing. You know what I mean? I am a mom as well. So I've got a child I'm raising and looking out for and, have to support. The whole thing is very scary. So, definitely a lot of humility and gratitude there. But I think really what kept me going was music. In addition to making an album, I also did like a Zoom concert online every month.
Yes.
With my pianist here in LA. And those were so much fun to do and, really kept us in our art, which we really, really needed.
Anything you'd like to say to your fans, present or future, before we close out? And again, if you haven't heard Jane Monheit, must get there. If you have, I know if you live in the Palm Springs area, you'll be there this weekend. Go to purpleroomspalmsprings.com. What would you like to say to your audience who's going to hear you this weekend?
Get ready for a really good time because me and the band are excited. We love Palm Springs. We love this room and we are all psyched. We have rehearsal on Wednesday. We can't wait. We're an excited bunch of kids ready for this gig. So. And
is Luke Skywalker coming with you?
No, he's not, but I will probably be wearing my Star Wars necklace. So there's
we won't get into this here, but when we meet, I'll tell you about my connection with Star Wars and George Lucas. I worked for them for many years. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so may the force be with you. And since the name of this show is Ahoy, I just saw you flash your tattoo. Yes,
I have an anchor tattoo. My granddad was a Navy man and my father is a captain. Well, I mean, he's a boat captain. He's not a captain in the military.
No, it doesn't matter. I went around the world by ship. So on behalf of your family and your captain, ahoy.
Ahoy!
We've been speaking with Jane Monheit. This is David Eugene Perry. We'll all see you in the Purple Room this weekend. Thanks.